Israel, is it occupied or disputed? People always see things from different perspectives. There are people who believe that Jewish people have occupied, captured, or seized specific cities or the whole nation unjustly. Others believe that both Jews and Arabs have lived there in the past, so there can be different opinions regarding who owns the land or should rule it. This means it is something which can be challenged, questioned, or disputed, but you cannot say that the Jewish people have illegally taken the land of Israel away from the Palestinian people. This difference of opinions is one contributing factor in the never-ending conflict in the land of Israel. I have a two-part series about Israel, the never-ending conflict. In the first part of this teaching, I share what the Bible says about Israel. These scriptures help explain why there is a never-ending conflict in Israel. In the second part of this teaching, I share some events that reignited the flames of this never-ending conflict so people can better understand why the conflict has not been resolved after all these years. When we understand the things I share about the never-ending conflict in Israel, I believe we will reach two simple conclusions. One, the situation is very complicated, so we need to resist passing judgment on Israel and the Palestinian people. Two, I doubt people will ever bring peace to the Middle East. But Yeshua, who's also known as Jesus, is the Prince of Peace, and when he returns to earth, he will judge the poor with righteousness and decide with fairness for all people. The Prince of Peace will bring peace to Israel and all the nations, so we should be praying for the soon return of Messiah Yeshua. I am available to share about the never-ending conflict in Israel at a weekend service or weekday Bible study. I can share some of it at one service, or you can invite me to teach a short series. Please contact me to ask any questions or to schedule me. Shalom.